Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Most of Gaming, and we are going to be playing some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries today. We are going to continue on with our Piratetech, but first, there was a patch that caused some problems this week. I missed it because I do essentially one day a week of playing MechWarrior, which is usually Saturdays where I record for the entire week, so I can get stuff edited and stuff and up on time. So in this case, I missed this one, or the problems with this one. However, there was a problem where a UI issue caused the inventory count of an item to go to 0, regardless how many were in your inventory. That has been fixed. So for those of you that might have run into that, in theory, it works now. We'll maybe find out here in a couple minutes. There was a reasonably fast update, and they blamed Microsoft for not being able to go faster. And I mean, that's the joys of jumping into the Xbox, right? I mean, you were already on the PC. Maybe that wasn't the right move. I don't know. They also, within that, had a problem with unlock achievements on Microsoft Game Pass for the PC when not logged into Xbox Live. And they had a problem where you could get the DLC essentially, or access it for free through the Ultimate Gaming Cloud. So clearly they had a number of problems with Microsoft trying to make this for Microsoft Game Pass and the Xbox. So maybe that was a step too far. I don't know. I'm not sure how well this game plays on Xbox. I'll leave that up to the Xbox players to maybe chime in down below. We have seen a little bit of comment on it. So yeah, I think it's probably one of those things you get used to if you're good with the controller, but I'm not. So it hasn't worked great for me. Otherwise, this is the bit that I like a lot. Replaced when you do repair mech, it will, if you have an identical item, it'll automatically fix it. So no more, I didn't notice that we had one heat sink, that was destroyed or something like that. So fix that. There's a problem with projectile explosions to destroy a nearby destructible. I suppose that'll make demolition missions a little bit faster. Maybe. I guess there's a problem with the Black Harvest mission. We're not playing the campaign. We're just doing a career, so it didn't give us, and this target structure was hidden under terrain. So those were fixed. Social box didn't appear when connected online for Epic. Didn't notice, didn't care. Inventory's been uploaded to Steam and EGS. I will attempt to do that. It looks like, yes, it looks like MechWarrior 5 is finally done the patch is done uploading, installing, whatever. So I'll go ahead and try to add the inventory mod for this playthrough. We'll see how that goes. Some VR plugins have been enabled in the editor. We'll see where that leads. I don't have VR at the moment, but that's mostly just because there hasn't been anything out that I've wanted to play with VR. There's only really been one game. That was the Alex, is that what it was called? That looked decent on VR, and everything else was kind of eh. Like, honestly, the best thing I played with it for the phone, where you got the little head thing and your phone goes into it. Watching movies in it was like the best thing I've found so far to use it for, and I wasn't going to pay the money for it. So we'll see. If we come up with like reasonable VR for MechWarrior, I'll wear it in a heartbeat. It'll look cool with my motorcycle helmet. Maybe we can figure out a way to mount it, and it'll actually look like, the a mech helmet, right? Because ideally, that's what they're playing through. I always thought it was silly that they gave us they made a big deal about windshield cockpit glass and showing the framework and all that, because I think in the books you're wearing essentially a VR helmet, right? And you're running around that way. So you shouldn't see that anyway. None of that stuff should be there. It should be essentially a VR style thing. So maybe we'll see how that goes. Fix a bug where saving certain BP assets to a mod crashed the mod editor. Now, what I want to know is this the problem with the custom assets that's been holding up MechTech, Piratetech, and so many other mods, all of the UI mods that aren't working right now? So we will see if that is going to allow them to fix those options. I'm hoping that this is the biggest line in here, the most important line out of everything else, because that seems to be what's holding stuff up. So we'll see. But that is the patch dates, or the patch updates. We'll see. There's a couple things interesting there. Who knows? I'll be back in just a minute or two once we got the game fired up and I've got the inventory enabled. All right, guys, welcome back. I got inventory enabled. I want to apologize. I did upload some videos in the wrong order. The first part of the looking for Shenzhen got put up early, and it kind of jumbled everything up. And I didn't notice till I got to the second part of Shenzhen. And so that one has been fixed. When you record something on OBS, it gives it a date, right, or a time. It names it after that. But then when you go back and remux it, because I recorded MKV, which is a format that if OBS hangs up, you don't lose your footage, right? If you record as an MP4, unless MP4 shuts down properly, it doesn't. It's just gibberish. So I record an MKV and then convert to MP4. So it gives it an initial name based on when you started the MKV, but then when you do your remux to turn it into an MP4, it then renames it with whatever a time is. And I think I looked at the MP4 time instead of the MKV time, if that makes sense, when I was figuring out what to edit next, and just didn't notice. I'm been so wiped out with work that I messed up. So I apologize for that. I did play for a little bit longer after the end of the last episode, just putzing around. We picked up a Hunchback, which I was using, but I think I found a better use. I put the HAG on it, the Accelerating Gauss rifle, the HAG-20, and ran around with it for a little while and enjoyed it. But I want to try it on the Vulcan instead. So I've created a Vulcan with just the HAG-20 and a single jump jet, because that's all I could get on it. I mean, you can take a look here at the loadout, right? This is all we've got, because it does weigh 10 tons, right? But it was fun, and I think it's going to be really good for the AI. Now, I did go through as well. I don't know if I've talked about this or not, but I have gone through. Charles had linked me to, in one of the comments in videos, I don't know, last week, at some point, pointing me to an old Reddit article about weapon priority and weapon groups and how the AI uses them based on an actual deep dive into the AI decision-making of the game itself using the mod editor. Now that's old enough that I don't know if it's still accurate, because they have changed the AI rather significantly with the DLC update. But I played with it and I think it seems to be working. There's a few little things, but essentially what you want is let me find something that's got more than one weapon system. I don't have many. I generally keep things fairly simple. Here we go. We'll look at this. So if we look at our weapon groups, I have this one set up for me because I've been playing this one a lot. So this is a little bit different. I have each arm essentially assigned, the left arm to the left mouse, right to the right. Although I think I have them backwards there. And obviously I don't want a small laser there. That would go there for me. That would be my setup. But essentially what you would want to do is you'd want to maybe do something like this. In fact, actually, you probably want to do something like this and then give yourself some extras, right? Because it wants to look at the first weapon group and hit something that's within range of that, and then it looks, it looks at its first group. Am I in range? Do I have the heat? And so you would like to be able to fire everything at once. It won't fire both of them at the same time unless they're in the same weapon group. So it won't fire a 3 and a 4 at once. It will only I don't want to say alpha strike because we're not doing that, but it will only fire this if they're together. Otherwise, it will fire this one, wait for it to completely finish, and then fire this one. So you want to have kind of a big strike up front, and generally your longer range weapon, so it's ready to go quickly. The flip side of that is your LRMs. Usually you don't want the LRMs to be the first group. You put them back because that way when somebody gets too close, if the LRMs are in group 1, it just consistently tries to run away, and most of the time LRM mechs aren't equipped to do that. Now it's going to depend on your mech. Some mechs you may want to do that, like maybe the LRM-5 Locust. You probably do want your LRMs first there to force him to try to run away every time, not to duke it out with his one medium laser, whatever it is, machine gun, whatever they have. So you kind of have to play with it a little bit. Whether that works or not, I don't know. We'll go ahead and leave this here for now, and I'll adjust it if I play that mech. I do really like it. Now, I have started playing with some paint schemes as well to give things maybe some of their own custom paint schemes, just because I like playing with the paint schemes. I mean, that's really all it comes down to. There wasn't much more to it than that. I like the Panthers having their own, although I think I've changed both of them. Yeah, I've made them both kind of this thing, because why not? So we've flipped a few of them around. We've done a few different things. I really like my new Locust paint scheme. There we go. I really like the Hunchbacks in this as well. So I Okay, so these are all kind of the one I was running everything under, and I slowly adjusted a few others. But anyway, so that's our update for now. I do believe we have Shenzhen ready. Let's go ahead. We wanted to go to, I think, New Weston for our next contract, I think and that's why I'm at New Weston. So let's go ahead and take a look at the contract we have available. So we have the quest, the Cerebus Hounds. Conducting raids to target the Cerebus Hounds, loyal Capellan citizens descended from Davian defectors. So we're trying to protect them. Let people know that if you come over to us, you're going to be okay. The Russians aren't going to show at your door and poison your door handle, right? That's the idea here. So 200-ton limit, restricted, defense 30. We'll go ahead and take some money. We'll go ahead and take some salvage. We'll take that. Maybe we'll take a mobile airstrike. I don't see how we're going to use it, especially since I've shown I should not be trusted with airstrikes and anything other than maybe a demolition mission. So see the last episode if you would like to see more of my mistakes with unfriendly fire. And we'll accept that and we'll figure out what we want to take.
Is in effect, Commander.
So
you'll have limited visibility out there and have to contend with sensor malfunctions.
All right. Let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to take. Now, we certainly want to take our new... he's under tonnage. That's fine. You know what? I think I am going to take my crab. I do really like the crab. I love this mech. I have a good time with it. I did put large chemical lasers on it. And I don't think I've played it since I did it. I would like to do more of a focus on the new weapon systems, whether they be DLC or Piratetech. So we'll try to get some more of those in. So because of that, I've added these to this mech. And we may as well go with our 2 Vulcans. We might want to leave this one as our final one, put him in the back as our fire support mech. Just, again, they tend to stay back a little bit farther. So we'll go ahead and put this guy up, with his SBs. We'll go ahead and throw this one, wherever he is. There he is. In that. And that does leave us about 70 tons. So we could do something big here. We don't really have much. We can rebuild the Hunchback, though. Maybe that's what we could do. Or we could run with the Dervish. Dervish is another one that's probably better off in the back as a support mech. I have got rid of the streaks. They just, again, this was a mech that ran into problems when things got close. So maybe not on this one. Maybe we just do it with some SRM6s and just use it as a fun brawly mech instead. Alternatively, we could also do the Hunchback, which is normally 50. Let's rebuild the Dervish. Let's go back and we'll take the time. And we'll set this up maybe a little bit differently. Let's take a look at the loadout, get rid of those, and let's go with an SRM6 build. Well, an SRM build. We'll see whether it's going to be SRM6. I'm not sure what all we have. We've got 1, 2. We're going to need some. Get rid of the LRM ammo. I'm going to want some SRM ammo. Maybe 2 tons. Put one there. We do have 4 jump jets. I'm kind of thinking instead of more of this, we're just going to add more heat sinks. Right? Just to help us out a little bit there. Now, I'm going to leave that in there. I guess something like that. Yeah, why not? We'll go something like that. So 2 SRM6s, 2 medium lasers. That gets us up to tons. We've got that. Armor's maxed. We'll say start work. So it's going to take 27 days. That's fine. We'll just kind of hit ready. Let's make sure we got all our pilots here. We probably want... We got Shenzhen now, I think. So let's go ahead and make sure we get Shenzhen in the game. There he is. 42. And Day is probably next. 30. 33. We've got a few that are 30. Do we have somebody that's good? Okay, so Chester goes up to 6 on projectiles, which isn't too bad. And Pollock also goes up to 6, but he's only at a 1 right now. So we'll go ahead and run with Chester. So, Vulcan Energy, okay, goes up to 8 there. Dervish missiles, 8 there. I think that'll be fine.
All right. I'm dropping you into a region that's set to be targeted by the first Kittery orderers. They're expected to conduct a raid on Capellan territory on orders from House Davion. Looks like they're not too happy about the Cerberus Hound's existence. Get ready to gear up and fend off the incoming attack. We've been cleared for airstrike support on...
Guess that's a little clearer.
I'll give you the okay once you're in target range.
Now, I haven't been super happy with the quality that we've been getting recording at. And it is an OBS, and I think the problem was because I was
We're grateful for your assistance.
recording in 4K and downgrading to 1080, and I think that was the problem. I'm just recording straight 1080 now,
That away from
and we'll see if that fixes the problem. I don't know. We are recording everything in kind of top-level quality, all that sort of stuff.
Take defensive
So there's not really...
for incoming hostile.
I couldn't find something in OBS. Please, nobody run over that gun. Let's get out of here before we crush stuff we don't want to crush. So we'll see. We'll see. That's the moral of that story. And we got some tanks up here. What type of range do I have? Oh, actually, quite a lot. Well, okay, so we can't see anything
Target destroyed. Target
in night vision with that. They got that. Oh, that looked like the hag.
target.
Enemy mech.
Let's see, is that the... Okay, so blue is with the hag.
Watch out
All right.
for them.
So we want to see how that thing does with just that. It is so much fun, guys. I ran around with it on the...
Target acquired.
I ran around with it on the punchback, but it was right up here and it puts out a lot of flame. And then between that and the chemical laser, which also, as you saw, puts out a lot of light, meant that I couldn't actually see anything
target eliminated.
while I was piloting it, which is why I started thinking of other kind of spots to put it. I haven't even looked. A wyvern. Oh, okay. This is the first wyvern we've seen. Now, the thing about these chemical lasers is they do require ammo, but they put out very little heat.
Kill is about to go crit.
Target.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
All right. Probably not going to come... Oh, there they are. Yeah, let's run around over here and get those guys.
Acquired.
Got stuff coming from all directions.
Soulburst transmitting grid coordinates. Area is insecure.
Of course, now that I'm on this side, they're on that side. All right, they're all down.
Target acquired.
Kill confirmed. Acquiring new target.
Man, with the rain and everything else, I would really like to get a
Target destroyed.
Tic-tac mercenary scum.
Target
some sort of heat vision, you know, for situations like this. I'm really hoping that patch fix custom assets and we get some of our UIs back that are going to give us those types of view modes.
That was a big explosion. Nice kill, Commander.
Ah, crap. It's the 76, okay. Man, they came in on this one, and there's a spider over there. Okay. Kind of scared to stand in front of him here. I think they probably have him. I should probably go after the spider.
Facilities. Engage the hostiles to draw them off the buildings.
All right, I think they got him.
new target. Spider.
I'm gonna come after the spider here.
Down.
That was some pretty horrible shooting there, Eric. Get around here. He's just about done. No armor CT. course, I can't see anything, so we're just kind of guessing about the box there. He's missing a leg. We took out a CT, and now we're very carefully avoiding the CT while we shoot everything else.
Additional tango.
There we go.
To your position, Commander.
13 to 24. We're down to 72%, but they're about half gone. Boom! We saw that through the rain, didn't we? Looks like the back of my right torso maybe is a little bit shot up. But I'm not really seeing any damage on the mech, so it must not be too bad. Oh, there we go.
Contact. Enemy.
Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
Well, I think they want it clear to everything. I think that's kind of the idea, right?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I haven't actually seen any tanks, so let's go, let's move our goods out there. We did just run into that little guy a couple times. Which...
Reposition complete. Waiting for orders, Commander.
Acquired.
All right, go get him.
Affirmative. Commander's
We'll send our guys that way, and I will go after this dude.
At a residential complex. Did anyone make it out of there? Target eliminated.
And oh, this is a big boy. It's a partisan. All the AC-5s in the world.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
And another partisan, the AC-2 version. We'll just step on him.
Destroyed.
There we go. All right, 4 more things. What do we got else coming?
You heard the commander. Let's move.
Put them just up here on this hill.
located and scanning for hostiles.
Good job, Chester. Appreciate it. That little guy's still in the fight.
Scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your.
Try not to step on everybody's car there.
Frosty.
Hunchback.
Target received. Engaging.
AC-10 Hunchback and... Is that a Blackjack? We'll see.
Mech incoming.
Let's put these bastards in the ground.
I just can't see anything. Let's not take out the tower.
Target acquired.
Yeah, Blackjack. There we go. See if we can take out the hunch. That was more like the... Did we actually hit the head? We did actually hit the head. That Blackjack doesn't like me. But there we go. AC-10's gone. All right.
Blackjack.
I don't know. I think I kind of like the constant fire of one laser at a time, right?
Ammo low.
Uh-oh. That is the problem with these. There we go. That's better. Is there a chopper up there?
Acquired. Target destroyed.
This is me 161. All right, so here we go. Just about got a CT. Missiles coming in,
Destroyed.
and somebody else killed the Hunchback. Is that it?
Them, Commander.
62%, good enough.
Sign of first Kittery forces. Good work.
All right. A little bit hard to see, but, you know, we made it through. It's a good-looking moon up there. All right, a little bit of payout. Now, we do need a spider to turn in for the quest. So we'll go ahead and take that one. Even though I really wouldn't mind taking a blackjack or a wyvern. We've yet to see a wyvern before. So what is it? Two missile hardpoints, 3 energy hardpoints. Okay. An LRM-10 is pretty decent. A couple AC-2s that are in good shape. Anything else down here that looks like we have to have it? Anything that we have a quest for? No. Okay, so I'm going to go... Oh, double heatsink. We will get rid of one of these, wherever they are. And we'll just take a medium laser. This is what I wanted to see, was how we were going to do with the weapons we had. So the Vulcan, he only did 109 damage with that. Or she. Okay, a little bit disappointed with that. 241 for Dan the Dervish, 332 for Shenzing and the Vulcan, but it's 4 short burst medium lasers. I mean, it's just about idiot proof. It's perfect. And he did actually level up both his heat and his energy, so that's good. And actually he has a chance of avoiding fire and his defense, so he did really well. And Lieutenant Day did increase the missile quite a bit. So let's see. I mean, and he did better, or she did better with. She leveled that up too. So we'll just have to see. But maybe we'll take it next time and see how it goes. We're up to about 8 for heat now, and our defense is up to 6 out of 10. So I think we'll probably leave this episode here. Maybe make it a little bit short. We'll go ahead and turn in the spider really quickly. Select items. There he is. Confirm. Claim. Recharging capacitors reduce cycle time for energy weapons. Oh, that could be pretty useful for us. So we've already got energy range. Okay, for energy. All right, well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if I want to add that to anybody. But that'll be it for today. So as always, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Cheers.